I'm writing a paper on diversity issues, specifically race, for an English class. The first place that I would look for information would probably be our library database, which is Galileo. So I would log into my account, or in this case, yours is already up here, and it's not letting me. So I'm logging into my accounts. Go down to Galileo, click on that, and then I'd probably go to the different databases. And I know from English class before we've used opposing viewpoints database in context, so I would click on that, and then, well, okay, I just have to sign in again. And then, since it's a pretty broad subject, diversity issues, I would probably first search that particularly and then narrow it down from there. And it's giving me a lot of different things, so I don't know what I would choose. So I'm gonna try something more specific. So diversity issues with stereotyping, I guess. And there were no results, so I might have to change my database altogether. Or I can change my subject to diversity issues in politics or something specific. Only one subject. So if I was writing a paper, I would copy the link into a Google Doc, whether or not I'm going to use it or not, just in case I can put it on my annotated bibliography because it is a source that I did reference. So this article in particular wouldn't really be useful to me, but I would still copy the link so I could put it in my annotated bibliography. I wasn't really getting any search, whatever you call them, results from that search, so I'm going to change it to something else. So diversity issues in higher education sounds pretty relevant since I'm in college. Census undercounts college students. So this is an interesting result. It's from the U.S. Census, so it has some kind of credibility. Oh, this just came up. I don't know what this is. Okay. So this is definitely a source that I would use. It just explains how the differences in like how colleges record different races and things. And then at the end it has further readings, which are other sources that I can reference if I were to need them later in my research, and periodicals and things. And I do like about our database, at the end, they have a source citation that is mostly correct, but sometimes they're not. So if I just wanted to put it in my works cited really quick, I could reference it, but I would most likely check over it before I turn it in as a final paper. The next place that I'll probably look for information would probably be like Google Scholar or something like that. For what we learned about this last semester in English 1101. So, and it gives me like different books and periodicals, scholarly journal reviews, all kinds of different resources with this topic in mind. Um, the one thing that is kind of frustrating about Google Scholar, like it shows you resources, but when you click on them, in some cases you have to pay for them, so you're only shown like the abstract of the work. And then if you want to read further into it, you'll have to pay for it or download the PDF or whatever it is. Which isn't bad if you're like really trying to do research, but for just a paper, it's kind of a lot. And with Google Scholar, they have like filters that section out what kinds of works that you would like to use. So, like, if you want to use more recent documents or something later or older, you could customize the range and things like that and include citations and stuff, which is useful.